Today's adventure, we're heading to Austin, Texas. We're currently still in San Antonio. We are on our way. We just checked out of our blue-green resort right over there. As you can see, there's being some track being built here because they're planning on building a lot of trolley service from all the way up here through the property resort. So this is not just vacation resorts, but also apartments, and get you to the Rim shopping area over here. And Six Flags over Texas is on the other side over here. But we are on our way over to Austin. And hello my friends, Mr. Nomad Ben here. It is the day before Thanksgiving as I'm vlogging this. This will probably be my only Austin vlog I'm going to do, unless I have other things going on very last minute. But at least I have an idea of a handful of things that, really a handful of fun things in Austin. Maybe a little bit of film locations, and maybe a statue of a very awesome country music singer, and also some volcanic history. So we got a little bit of a handful of things that we're going to do in this particular adventure as we leave San Antonio, Texas. So I'm inviting you to come with me. We're going to head over to Austin, go find those fun things, and maybe go see an old friend of mine and get a bite to eat. I'm inviting you to come with me. And here we go.
It's all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living in your traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest. Every corner of the small to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben.
If you guys could see it, there is Six Flags over Texas, right over here. Oliver's just adding in some of his commentary. Drive right by it if you guys could see it. Six Flags over Texas. And I believe we're at Canyon Lake location at Buc-ee's here, right outside between Austin and San Antonio. Gassing up, and then use the facilities right after. Gas right now, currently in 2023 of November, $2.42 a gallon, right here at the Canyon Lake location. Gassing up and make our way over to the wishing tree. And hey, check it out. If you're part of the TDECU, your credit union, you get 5% rollback on all fuel and in-store purchases at Buc-ee's. That's pretty cool. We don't have that kind of perk in Georgia, though. And here we are, my friends. We're entering Austin city limits right now. This is going to be awesome, just kind of hanging around and seeing some handful of fun things throughout Austin, and go visit a friend who's been on the channel before around here. Well, I drove all the way here, and it turns out the wishing tree is actually closed to the public. So it's behind that curtain over there. Oliver's just adding in his little commentary as usual. But right over there, a little hidden attraction in this property in the middle of the neighborhood. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on. So that was a little bit of a disappointment that we couldn't see the wishing tree. It was closed today, but at least I could take you over here at Richard Moya Park, right off of Burleson Road in Austin, Texas. So as you can see, directly ahead of me, well, they've got a plane landing here because the airport is literally right here. But this big plane right over here on the horizon where the plane is flying over, that, my friends, is either remnants or the exact locations of the volcano Pilot Knob, because we're within the Pilot Knob Acres facilities area, because there's more developments and more shops being on the other side of the volcano. But all of this here, this is where the volcanic eruptions happened during the Cretaceous period, so roughly the same time, or give or take, as the Jackson volcano we went to go visit earlier in our adventures out towards Texas. But believe it or not, the state of Texas has plenty of volcanic history, and we're standing right here with it, with this right over here being what's left of the volcano over millions of years ago, give or take. And that's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and find some office space locations. So here we are off of Friedrich and Woodward here in Austin, Texas. So if you're a fan of the movie Office Space, one of the most cult comedies by Mike Judge, creator of King of the Hill, so this building right over here, yeah, it's going to look a little different what the movie looked like a little 20 plus years ago. Oh, probably give or take. I forget what year the movie came out. It was definitely the mid to late 90s. But this is where Peter Gibbons, Bill Lumbergh, and Milton worked at in the movie Office Space. So you can see like the design of the building looks very familiar to what you saw in the movie. So we got a little bit of Hollywood Mike Judge history here. And this is where we're at, man. This is great. All right, why don't we go say hello to Willie Nelson? We're on our way over to see Willie Nelson. We're passing a sign that says Lady Bird Lake. And when you see little things like this, you just know that Mike Judge was just a huge fan of the state of Texas. Matter of fact, I think he lived here for quite some time. Got a little bit of some buildings right over here too. It's pretty awesome, and you see the development of the city of Austin. And here we are in downtown Austin, Texas, right off of Lavaca and 2nd Street. And of course, 2nd Street, Willie Nelson Boulevard. And the musical legend himself, Willie Nelson, sits here and watches over the great city of Austin, Texas. Good old Willie Nelson. Let's see, this is the statue and singer-songwriter Willie Nelson, who was presented to the citizens of Austin on April 20th, 2012 as a gift from the Cast Capital Area Statues. Sculpture by Cleet Shields, casting by Kaufman Kintz Arts Foundry in Philadelphia. Here's the major board of directors and the major donors that made this statue happen for the great city of Austin to have Willie Nelson. I can't believe I'm standing next to the legendary statue of Willie Nelson right here. And if you guys are another King of the Hill reference, do you remember that episode of King of the Hill when Hank Hill went golfing and he accidentally hit Willie Nelson with a golf ball? Yeah, they hit it, and then I think they ended up becoming friends toward the end of the episode. But every time I think of Willie Nelson, that's like my go-to thinking. But I know he has a lot of good library of music. He's a musical legend. So gotta give kudos to such a big musical legend that's born and raised in Abbott, Texas, but a great icon to the great city of Austin. Well, I'm hungry. We're going to meet up with an old friend of mine, and we're going to enjoy a good burger at a burger joint and see where we go from here. I'm here at Buddy's Burgers, getting to get a delicious burger, and alongside my buddy John. How you doing, bud?
I'm doing well.
Yeah, it's good to see you, man. Great to have you back on the channel, back in your territory. It's great that you're here. My sister's here. Like we're all together here, man. It's great. Yeah. So you say this place is actually better than In-N-Out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. And then we're looking at that 250 beer. That looks pretty good. The Zinnenbach.
I'll buy you one though.
All right. Sounds great. Well, thank you. And here is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a little bit of the how do you say the Zinnenbach? Ziegenbach. Okay. So here's what we're dealing with. We're having a pint of the Ziegenbach beer alongside with a Mexican vanilla milkshake, seasoned fries, and the spicy original burger with pepper jack cheese and jalapenos and spicy sauce. Yeah, John, what food did you get?
Same as you, with the water.
With the water.
Yeah.
Great pairing. All right, John, cheers. Thank you so much for those burgers. And oh wow, that's a really good beer. Brewed here in Austin. We'll go ahead and try this burger. You say better than In-N-Out. You say.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Hands down. Much better than In-N-Out. Very good. Very good, John. Really good. And it's very satisfying. The burger is destroyed. The fries are fantastic. Got the seasoned fries. Got the, like I said earlier, got the Mexican vanilla milkshake. It's very delicious. I want to take this to go with me. So John's going to show me pretty close to where he lives. He wants to show me this really awesome looking lake. We were there at Lake Mueller last time, and we're going to go to this other lake he wants to show me. So let's go. And here we are, my friends. Lake Pflugerville. No, Lake Pflugerville. And here we are, my friends, we made it to another body of water with my friend John. Last year we were at Lake Mueller on the close enough to the downtown Austin, but now it's kind of out more in the country of Austin, in Pflugerville, Texas, at Lake Pflugerville. I almost called it Pflugerville. But John, you were telling me some very interesting things about this here lake. So you were telling me you used part of the Colorado or Mississippi, but more likely Colorado. But so tell me what you know about this.
Man-made lake. It serves the city of Pflugerville, and I think it's 60,000 people. It is 500 million gallons of water. It's a lot bigger than it looks. And deepest spot is 36 feet.
Wow. And you could go. There's a little beach over here, so you're saying that people could go swimming anytime they want, basically. Yeah. A nice hot day in Texas. Just jump right into the water. Very cool. We probably got, give or take, another 2.5 hours, 3 hours left of sunlight right now. But we're not going to be here for a sunset today. Probably in the future when we come back to visit John and my family. But this is a really good lake. I could imagine the sunset just looking really, really nice off of this lake in this little town. And we're going to go ahead and get a good view off of Pier 1, Mule 1. And then let's adopt the spot, all-star fishing. Right off the pier. It might be a little buggy. You see all that spider web, I've caught all those bugs. And
good time to be a spider.
Yeah, stocking up for the winter.
All along here.
And of course, everywhere John and I go, looks like we get followed by a bunch of ducks. Someone lost their bobber out in the water over here. Oh, kind of makes me wonder, like, what's at the bottom of this lake? Because at Hag Mill in Georgia, because it's a reservoir park.
Yeah.
And there are parts of Hag Mill that will have like bits of an old street and some old houses.
Really?
Yes. Like if you see my video, you'll see kind of like where like you'll see like an old brick chimney area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of have to explore it. Yeah. Like out off the path a little bit, not too far, but they just basically drained a whole entire area and filled it up with lake. So it just makes me wonder what's the bottom of Lake Pflugerville.
A lot of kayaks.
A lot of kayaks.
A lot of paddleboards.
Yeah. Probably imagine that. You never know what's underneath like a lake, like especially man-made lakes, especially like another lake would be Lake Lanier. I cannot believe I forgot the name of that lake. But that too was also man-made, but like back in the give or take between 40s and 60s, something like that. Maybe a little sooner, give or take. But man, there was a whole town that's buried underneath all that water.
Really?
Yes. Like, people go diving down there, and they could either like feel presence of ghosts as they swim in it. People have felt like tugging at their feet swimming in that water. So I never swam in Lake Lanier, don't plan to, but you know, I'd love to come back and go for a dip. That beach right over there. Lake Pflugerville, my friends. Kind of taking a look at the beachfront before we end the vlog. This is just mighty, mighty fine. John, I really appreciate you showing up at the channel and taking me here, man. This is, you know me in lakes. I got to be near a big body of water. This is awesome. Thank you, my friend. It's always good to see you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to Mr. Nomad Ben.
Oh, I thank you, John. And that, my friends, ends today's adventure. We started out in San Antonio, Texas, as we checked out the Blue Green Resort. Took a quick glimpse at Six Flags Over Texas as we were leaving. And, of course, just finding that little handful of fun little things that you can see throughout Austin, Texas. The Pilot Knob Volcano, that one spot of the office space. But more we visit, like John, or if I come back to visit family, there's a few more office space locations. I give me more reasons to come back other than seeing friends and family. But there's more things to do in Austin, because this won't be the last time we're going to Austin. This will be another big hub for my channel to come visit when I can. And of course here at Lake Pflugerville, and going to Buddy's burger joint. That was a great recommendation. That was a really good burger.
Good.
I really hope they expand. But right next door to Buddy's, and John and I just noticed this, and he's lived here for quite some time. He's never noticed that there's a Buddy's Mexican grill right next to the Buddy's Burger place. So I guess that might be something to try another time.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, my friends, I'll see you guys in the next one. It was so good to have John on the channel, just to show up for a little bit and take us to this awesome lake. I'll see you guys in the next adventure. Thank you guys so much for watching this series. It means a lot to you guys. Also, thank you to my mom and dad for providing the vacation spot inside Blue Green Resort. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Eat well. Keep your mind walking. Love you guys. See you later.
Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad Ben. Tell us all about the finer points of living in your traveling. Food, beer, history, nature quest. Every corner of this all to the great Midwest. Tell us all about where you've been, Nomad